Hi guys, and welcome to part 10 of our Blender Wally tutorial series, and we're going to start working now on this rear area at the back of the body before we move on to the arms and then finally the tank tracks. So this is what you should have so far after the last tutorial. If you don't have this, please follow from the beginning, or you can skip back one and you can actually download the project file and you can get to this stage right away. And we're going to start working on this rear area at the back of the Wally body there. Take a look at our reference image. I'm going to start off by creating this top edge here. So this tube and then this hydraulic kind of opening area or hinge area, whatever this is on the rear there. So we'll start off with this tube at the top there. So we'll, in object mode, create a new cylinder, which we'll drag into the correct location. We'll scale this down. And we'll rotate it on the y-axis 90 degrees. I'll scale it on the x-axis. Take a look back there. Okay, so basically we've got 1, 2 little ridges there and some end caps. So let's make that. Scale on the X. I'm going to add a modifier to this, which will be the mirror modifier, and our mirror object will be the body. Okay, let's go to a back view. Let's position this. Check back with a reference image. Okay, that's about right. Scale on the x-axis. Okay, now we'll go over into edit mode and face select this face. We'll go to E to extrude, S to scale. Then we'll extrude out. And we've got these ridges there that we're going to make, so let's get the position of those about right. So I'll have one here. So E and scale. Extrude again. Scale down. Extrude outwards. Let's check our reference image. Okay. E and scale. Scale up, extrude again, E and scale down, and our final extrusion will join up our mirrored area there in the middle. Come back here into object mode, and there we have that rail across the top there. Next part we'll make will be this kind of tray or cover or whatever it is that seems to come out and can fold down and around this shape here with the handle on it. So we're going to make that by, again, in object mode. We'll create a cube. Go to the right view. Scale this on the Z-axis to make it thinner. And then also on the Y-axis, I'll drag this back into position. Go to the back view. Center it, and we're going to scale the x-axis about this wide. Okay. Now I need to create the shape, so we've got these 3 panels. 2 raised areas there. So we'll do that by going to top view, and edit mode. We're going to create some loop cuts. So I'll have a loop cut there, and also on the other side. Again here, and here, and then one more loop cut will go along this edge here. Now we can go to face, and we can grab these faces and we can extrude those inwards. And the same on the underside here. We can extrude those upwards. Once that is done, we can delete these faces. They won't be seen anyway. The same down here. Even though they won't be seen, just to keep our geometry clean, we'll remove them anyway. Okay, and then the final thing that we need to make is going to be this handle here. So again, I'm going to go to the top view. So the handle starts basically in between that middle panel. So it's going to be here. So again, I'm going to get my loop cuts. First cut around there, possibly a little bit further back. Now a second. And then we'll make another couple of loop cuts here. And again on the other side. Okay, then we'll go to the faces. We'll select these 2 faces here. It's going to be extruded upwards. And then again, we'll get our loop cuts. We'll make one here. Let's go to the back view. And the other one here, we need to get them around as near as we can the same heights. Face mode again. Grab these two, extrude out. Now I'll go to top view. Loop cuts again. About here and here. We'll grab this face, extrude it out. Now we're going to do a little bit of welding with the vertices. So we're going to start off with the bottom corner here, and we'll go to merge at the last selected. Same over here, merge at last, and the same here. And that leaves us one more. There. Okay. Let's take a look at our reference image. So that's about right. We may just want to curve some edges, just bevel them a little bit to smooth them off. So we'll go to edge select mode. I'm going to grab these two edges here. Control B to bevel. Bevel a little bit. Add some radius to it. Try one at a time. Maybe like so. Like this. There's one. And we'll bevel also this top edge here. That one doesn't need doing really. Okay. Happy with all of that. Now we'll go back over into object mode. And we're going to need to rotate this so it's at an angle, rather like you see here. I'm going to go to my right side view. We'll position this again back into place, and then we're going to rotate and then reposition. Like this. Just check our reference image. Okay, may want to rotate a little bit more. Maybe more like this. Okay. Alright, so there we have that rear part. Let's check our reference image. Now we have a vertical section coming down from there, which has these grooves in it. And then on either side we're going to have the pistons. And they're connected to these anchor points at the end. So I'm going to create this grooved area first, and then we'll create those pistons afterwards. So again, we're going to start with a box. Actually, I think this may be a little bit long. I'm going to grab these. object mode, maybe we want to scale. A little bit. That's better, I think. Okay, so in object mode here, create another cube. Drag this into position. Scale on the X. And scale again on the Y. Go to the right side view. Put that into position. Scale a little on the Z-axis. Okay, let's check our reference image. It's about right. This needs to maybe sit a little bit more inside. Okay, now we're going to add in the grooves that we see here. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. So we'll just go to our back view, edit mode, and loop cuts again. So we'll create, first of all, the area that those pistons are going to go in on either side. And then we'll create the raised areas. So there's 2 of them. This will be the 3rd in the center. And then we'll have 1 either side of center, which will make our 5 total. Okay. Face select, and we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, which will be extruded outwards. On the y-axis. Okay, back into object mode. Reposition everything again so that it's recessed inside. Okay. And now the final part we're going to make is this curved side part here. So I'm going to go to a right side view. In object mode, we'll create a just think how I'm going to create this part here. Create a cylinder. We can lower the number of vertices. rotate on the y-axis 90 degrees. We'll scale it up. I want to just position it again. We'll scale on the x-axis. Okay, so that is about right for us. Now we're going to mirror this, and our mirror object is going to be the body again, so we get it on both sides. We'll scale this a little bit more in the Z so it sits inside. Okay, and now we can add in the details in this here. So we'll come back over, go into object mode, into edit mode. Select that face, extrude, scale. I'll extrude inwards. And then the same also then on this other side. Extrude, we'll scale, and also then extrude inwards a little bit. Now we have these couple of little ribs there. I'm just going to hide our body so we can see the whole thing. In our tools, I'll take the knife tool. I'm going to cut across there. And again. And same then coming down here. Okay, now we can select these two faces. And we'll extrude those out a little bit. And then we'll show our body again. Come back into object mode, and there we have the rear area done. The only thing left to add in then is going to be the pistons and some of these smaller details. So the pistons are going to be made in the same way that we made the neck pistons and the same way we made this rod at the top. So I'm just going to go into time-lapse mode while I make those, and then you'll see how I do it, but it's pretty straightforward. It's being done in basically the same way, starting off with a cylinder object, extruding it out, scaling to get the desired profile, and then creating just this fixture at the end that they're going to go into. And then it will be mirrored, so it's available on both sides. So thanks for tuning in. I'm just going to jump over now into time-lapse mode, so you can either continue yourself, or if you want, you can watch the next 30 seconds or so to see in speeded up motion how it is that I create this final back area there. Don't forget, you can also download the project file from the link below this video, and I hope to see you in part 11 where we're going to start working on the arms of Wally. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.